strikeouts in 10 batters faced. 0-1 to Thompson, tried to bunt earlier, now swings at the second pitch, fouls it straight back. Strike two. Welcome back to ELTV. Thanks to those of you joining me on my personal YouTube broadcast. And now we're coming at you live from Souris Valley Saber Dogs on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe for all of the home games at Corbett Field in the Magic City this summer. First pitch at bat, swing and a miss as Joshua Simon drops down to a knee. A big, strong hitter out of Missouri Valley College, the sophomore. Went all or nothing on that one, came up empty-handed. Delgado setting up on the outer half. Wesselman still working out of the windup as that pitch check swung on. Are they going to check in? They say no. One 0 to Simon. The 1-1, actually, that's now ball two. Delgado keeps it in front to hold Thompson at second. Wesselman sets from the stretch, and he'll quickly step off. Simon, some nice BP rounds earlier today, talking to our center fielder, put the tag on him, and a strike three looking for Joshua Simon, and that'll do it for the Red River Pilots in the fourth. So now heading to the bottom of the fourth, it's Souris Valley 5, Red River 0. More baseball after this on ELTV. Welcome back to the Magic City, bottom of the fourth here on ELTV. Your Souris Valley Saber Dogs looking to add to a 5-0 lead on the brand new rivals from Route 2. 5-0 score, and we left off with Dustin Mertz stepping up 0 for 1, ground into a double play. But he's looking for a little bit of redemption and to restart things offensively for Souris Valley. Mertz, a .331 hitter out of Valley City State. A bit of a utility player for the Vikings. Can catch a player on the field. Tonight he finds himself in right. Santiago Gomez starting his fourth inning of work, in the first pitch, a curve in there taken for strike one. Now coming at you live from the Souris Valley Saber Dogs YouTube channel on the First Western International Bank broadcasting booth. As Mertz is going to beat out the throw as Lee has trouble digging it up. A low throw from third base. And he eats it up. It's an error. Anyway, on. That'll take us back to the top of the order. Luis Pelayo, 1 for 2, single and scored in the first. Struck out looking back in the second. Has some wheels, Pelayo we know does. An All-American out of Science and Arts. First pitch on the way to Pelayo, well outside. He'll easily take that for ball one. Three-time All-American Luis Pelayo. With the 1-0 pitch from Gomez. A bit off the plate and taken for strike one. Can't exactly leave it up in the air on an outside pitch tonight. We've seen some called and some taken. Could have gone either way and called both ways. 1-1. Third pitch of the at-bat. Pelayo turns on this one. Grounded sharply foul. Also nice as the spectator area is netted off above. And the grandstands, of course. The metal high above our heads. Everyone should be safe, but we have already seen a foul ball come back through these nets earlier tonight. But at least someone's going home with a souvenir ball. 1-2 to Pelayo, grounded and stopped by Lee at first. Mertz with a good hustle to second. He'll just have to elect to step on first to retire Pelayo. So unassisted, ground out to first.
Number 9, Davey Demeter.
And Mertz will reach second, so another runner in scoring position. And we go to Davey Demeter. 2 for 2 with a pair of doubles already. Let's see if he can make X out of the way. That's only the third pitch Demeter has seen here tonight. And it's a ball. Second pitch of the at-bat swung on and missed. Strike one might have got a piece of that. Demeter, .370 batting average for the VCSU Vikings. 14 home runs this past year. And 49 runs batted in. Easily making a two-time All-Conference. And Demeter will call time. Gomez taking his time. Making eye contact with Mertz at second base. Both of Demeter's doubles to right field. One on the warning track. One hop to the fence. The other just down the line. Probably could have gotten three. But might not have seen the play from the right fielder. Third pitch of the at-bat taken. Fastball in the black, strike two. One and two the count here from Gomez. Checking the runner now to the plate. Demeter ropes this one towards Walton. Just right at shortstop though. Mertz committed to going to third, and he gets thrown out by Jack Walton. Now on a grounder the other way, that's an easy call, go to third, but hit right in front of you. Probably not the right judgment call on that one, and Walton makes him pay. So Demeter will reach first base on a fielder's choice. We'll put out Mertz, 2 down. We bring up Ben Newbert. Strike 1 taken there. Again, Newbert, just phenomenal stats at the D1 level for Bloomberg University. 348 average, 22 home runs, 59 runs batted in. A Prospect League All-Star last year for the Johnstown Mill Rats, to oppose Coach Kieran's Lafayette Aviators. Really had trouble retiring him. So instead he recruited him to Minot. Already made his presence felt, stepping in 1 for 2. Home run for 3 runs batted in. Striking out back in the second, looking to get back on track here. He takes the third pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Gomez resets here, looking for his third out. And low and outside again, trying to throw around Ben Newbert. Got him to chase a bit on that strikeout back in the third. Gomez resetting here. The pitch on the way, inside and taken for strike 3. So Santiago Gomez gets his 5th strikeout of the game here. To end the 4th inning, Newbert goes down looking. For the Saber Dogs, no runs, no hits, 1 error in the field by Red River. And the scoreboard remains Souris Valley 5, Red River 0. More baseball coming up from the top of the 5th next on ELTV. Top of the 5th inning coming your way from Corbett Field. Mitch Kieran on the call tonight. And already some luck in the Magic City for the Saber Dogs, leading 5-0 over the Pilots. So far, they're consistently finding base runners, but just a matter if they're bringing them home. Well, luckily we have Jacob Wesselman pitching very efficiently here tonight. 6 strikeouts, through 4 complete, and rifles a fastball there taken by Jason Willers. Willers again, just as a freshman this past spring, had a tremendous year for Morningside out of Sioux City. Putting up tremendous numbers, 355 average, 14 doubles, 5 home runs, and 53 RBIs. Team lead in all those categories. Third pitch of the at-bat. On the outer half, taken for strike 2. Wesselman shakes off a pitch, and he has it, but Willers will call time. Fourth pitch of the at-bat. That one's driven deep to left center, but dies down enough for Cody Muncie to make the grab on the run. 4 out, number 1. Now Caleb Whitley will step up. Freshman from Mid-Atlantic Christian, a .292 hitter. Lefty grounded out to Monroe at first back in inning number 2. Now again, take the first game of the year with a grain of salt. No matter the result, as this pitch is hit high, but many of these teams still waiting to take final form. A lot of players still making some postseason pushes, including many of our D1s, including a Rajanu, and many more pitchers. Well, on the topic of pitchers, another rule for this year's Expedition League: no pitcher shall appear in a game as a pitcher for 3 consecutive days, regardless of pitch count. So, you can still see some time if you're dual butts. On 0 days rest, 1 to 30 pitches, 1 day's rest, 31 to 45, and in the range of 15 to 20, so on and so forth on 5 days rest. 2-1 currently to Whitley, fouls another one out of play. It'll be 2-2 here. For the Pilots, no runs, 1 hit, finally by Jack Walton in the top of the 4th. He was caught stealing by Delgado to end the 3rd. And Delgado on a foul ball deep in the backstop. Hits off the top, and I think that rolls right back down into play. But another ball fouled off by Whitley. So a nice battle here. Pilots still looking for their first base runner this inning. Curveball, and he'll get inside this one. Popped up along the line and just fouled down the left field foul line. The big man, Cody Muncie, usually the first baseman, finds himself in left field tonight. They'll simply just flop defensively. Wesselman offers the pitch, and Barlow stretches the glove out, just can't reach it. And there's a single to right center for Caleb Whitley. Great 2-strike hitting there for Whitley. The young batter, a line drive just out of the reach of Jake Barlow. We'll go now to Isaac Becker. Solid pop out of Iowa Central, a sophomore there. Moving on to a 4-year this upcoming spring. This one fouled away. Ground ball could be trouble, as we're still looking to twist a double play in the field. We have one on a backwards K and a caught stealing. Pitch from Wesselman, a curveball, Delgado to second, delivers a strike, but it's too high and into center. Pariah right there to keep it in front, but a slide from Whitley will take away enough time to take third as well. So defensively for Souris Valley, we got Wesselman pitching to set Delgado around the horn. Monroe at first base, Barlow at second, Crouch at third. Still an 0-2 count to Becker. Runner takes off for third and a hit and run. Doesn't work on a foul ball straight back. Gomez still pitching for Red River. To the catcher, Willers at first. We got Lee. Second, Tanner Thompson. Shortstop, Jack Walton. And third, the man on deck, Jared Kirkman. And a late called time as Wesselman delivers a sharp pitch there. And they allow him to leave the box. Wesselman still going strong. That was just the second hit given up. Through 4 2/3. Make that a third. As this pitch misses high above the letters for ball 1. Not a bad spot to aim for with 2 strikes. That's a pitch a lot of hitters like, but most struggle to get on plane with. Wesselman kicks and then twists around to hold that runner at second. Here's the 1-2 on the way. Curveball fouled straight back. And another good battle here. These Pilots might be finally starting to catch up to Wesselman's pitches. That already being the sixth pitch of the at-bat. We've been underway for about an hour 10 already. We're just in the top of the fifth. Overcast skies, about 69 degrees currently. On a day we expect it to be sunny and 83. Another foul ball from Becker. Trying to battle and also trying to break the goose egg on the scoreboard. But they got a runner in scoring position, and it's up to Becker now to get a job done. Wesselman from the windup. Runner takes off to third, and that pitch roped. Just foul. A screaming line drive heading for the third base bag. Not a chance Crouch or any third baseman could possibly get in front of that one from where he was playing. That very well could have been the first run of the game for Red River. But another foul ball, and the battle rages on here. Another pitch, swing and a miss. Finally, Wesselman retires Becker, but what a heck of an at-bat by Isaac Becker.
For the Pilots, number 2, Garrett Merriman.
4 fouled balls and an 8-pitch at-bat. The runner on second. Still trying to get a job done, but that much more difficult now with 2 down. We go back to the third baseman, Jared Kirkman, grounded out to Barlow. Back in the third, runner takes off to third, and I don't think Delgado was aware of that one. As Whitley slides in, but he might be shaken up a little bit. Either clutching his hand, and I think we might need a timeout here from Corbett Field as we got a little injury checkup here at third base. We'll take a short break here on ELTV. We're still 2 down in the top of the 5th inning as the Saber Dogs still lead the Pilots 5-0 from Corbett Field. Welcome back to Corbett Field. Caleb Whitley over at third base as he stole it. Might have gotten shaken up. Definitely going to be that right-hand region. Either broken fingers, some jammed fingers, a wrist issue, something, but it's... Hopefully he'll still be able to continue playing this ball game. He's currently 1 for 2 with a pair of stolen bases. You definitely hate to see it happen, as looks like he will stay at third base. They're taping up that right hand. The only time will tell if Whitley's going to be replaced in left field. So we're back here on the broadcast from the First Western International Bank broadcasting booth. Currently 2 down in the top of the 5th. Still a 5-0 lead for the Souris Valley Saber Dogs. Wesselman trying to keep that goose egg on the board for Red River, but the first run of the game for the Pilots stands just 90 feet away. And the second pitch of the at-bat to Kirkman. Missing high for ball 2. That pitch in the dirt. Scoreboard currently reading 2 balls, 1 strike. Fourth pitch of the at-bat and fouled straight back. Still a runner on third. Red River trying to get something going offensively. Just a pair of base hits thus far, but failing to execute on bringing them home. Here's a pitch popped up in foul territory. Monroe has no problem tracking it down. 4 out, number 3, and that'll finally do it for Red River in the top of the 5th. No runs on 1 hit, and 1 runner left in scoring position. After 4.5, it's Souris Valley 5, Red River 0 on ELTV.
And fittingly, a dog pile on top of the pitcher's mound in a sea of baby blue. And fittingly, a dog pile on top of the pitcher's mound in a sea of baby blue.
Welcome back to Corbett Field, just in time for the bottom of the 5th. Jake Barlow stepping up to the plate as his night will come to an end. After 4 complete, giving up 5 runs on 8 base hits and 2 errors behind him. Watching out in the first, but making up for it in a big way in the third with an RBI triple. Again, what you're seeing on your viewing screen to field another summer for your Souris Valley Saber Dogs. Barlow with a chopper to third. And it's going to be eaten up. E5.
Number 8, Cody Muncie.
So charging in on that one. Second time tonight, Cody Muncie. Still looking for his first at-bat. Still looking for it. If he can really get into one, look out. Cody Muncie, 397 average, 16 long balls, and 60 runs batted in. 5-5. for Cody Muncie. That pitch missing outside. So Schreiber, this pitch, trying to nab that low outside stakes. Be detrimental. All you got to do is take one look at their batting practice and know just what they're capable of power-wise. I believe yesterday just the lost count of over 30 home runs in just about 3 rounds of batting practice for each of these hitters. Only time will tell when we'll see the second home run so far. Saber Dogs could have at least 4 more chances at bat as this one's hit in the air to left field. Barlow's got to get on his horse back to first. He was past second base when Muncie lined out to left. A heck of some hustle. That'll be the first out here for Souris Valley. In the bottom of this 5th inning, Chris Monroe already reaching base twice on a single and an error. Takes that pitch just below the knees for ball 1. So the big chip, the Central Michigan batter, 1 for 2. Looking for the second pitch here from Schreiber. Right over the plate, but just couldn't quite get the barrel on it. Flicks it back for strike 1 on a foul. Don't forget to hit us up on these social medias. Souris Valley Saber Dogs on YouTube, your home. On ELTV for all of the home games for the Saber Dogs this summer from Corbett Field. Monroe dips down for that one, chases on a pitch that a lot of break and gets him to chase for strike 2 from Schreiber. The submarine, and he's relying on a lot of movement. And so far effective. Not a whole lot of clean contact just yet. And Monroe will chase on that pitch outside once again. Reaching and missing for strike 3. With 2 down and Barlow still on first. We'll go to Alex Crouch with the Billy Squire in the background. He as well looking for his first base hit. 0 for 2 with a strikeout, but reaching on an error. A sharply hit ball, but right at the shortstop. Just missed it, and Barlow is going to be caught in a pickle here with 2 down. Went for an early steal, and Schreiber had that calculated. He will track him down, running him all the way to second base, and putting the tag on him. So once again, Souris Valley comes up with no runs in this 5th, but they still hold a 5-0 lead over Red River. Time of the 6th inning coming up next on ELTV. Coming at you live once again from Corbett Field in the Magic City. I got to tell you, moving to Bismarck this past year, Minot, just a surprisingly beautiful town here in North Dakota. And home to the defending champion 2021 Champions of the Expedition League, the Souris Valley Saber Dogs. With a new look this year, Luis Pelayo in center has no problem giving chase to track down that fly out from Jalen Lee. On the first pitch of the at-bat, and an F8. Coming back up to the plate, Alex Miller. The center fielder 0 for 1 with a strikeout to our day one pitcher, Jacob Wesselman. Fastball over the inside part of the plate, taken for strike one. Now Wesselman, sitting in the lower 90s, can easily reach the mid. Just a little extra oomph on that one, and I think we felt it right there. Another fastball right down Broadway, swung on and missed for strike two. Wesselman still looking very effective here, only giving up 2 base hits. That pitch only missing high for ball one, and when you're up 0-2 in the count, it's kind of where you want to throw it, right above the letters. Try to get him to chase. 1-2. And the heater, luckily no one on base, as that'll skip past Delgado for ball two. Red River in the navy tops and the gray pants. And if you're a Twins fan, you're definitely going to love the Saber Dogs uniforms tonight. Reminiscent of their throwbacks, the baby powder blues, the red numbers, and the navy caps. Sporting the brand new baseball logo, as that pitch swung on and missed by Alex Miller for strike three. Quickly now, 2 away here for Wesselman in the top of the 6th inning. We're breezing on by now, just past 8 o'clock. We're back to third time through the order for Red River. Stepping in 1 for 2, Jack Walton takes the first pitch, strike one. Again, we'll be right back at you, trying to get ready to game time for tomorrow night. The 4-game homestand for Souris Valley taking on Red River. And then it will be 3 games on the road to Grand Forks for your Saber Dogs. So again, the Route 2 rivalry, again, a bit unofficial, but the amount of times these two are going to play each other this year, you can only anticipate they're going to get used to each other. Third pitch of the at-bat, taken for strike two. Walton watches a breaker go by. Wesselman looking for another efficient 1-2-3 inning, but he will get it. But that pitch hit very nicely to straightaway center. Luis Pelayo retires another batter this inning. Another 1-2-3 for Jacob Wesselman. Efficient as ever here. Still holding Red River scoreless after 5.5, as the Saber Dogs still lead the Pirates 5-0. And they'll be coming up to the plate for the 6th time tonight after this on ELTV. Taking another look at our Saber Dogs starting 9 presented by Magic City Hoagies. And again, no changes, as Greg Schreiber, still the new pitcher for Red River. We're going to be leading off here in this bottom of the 6th. 7-8-9, we left off with Alex Crouch before Barlow got cut down in a rundown. So far the submarine pitcher Schreiber looking pretty effective. And he will face Crouch here once again. Still looking for his first base hit here tonight, already reaching once on an error. Crouch, a dominating hitter at the D2 level this year. Missouri Westerns, One of their premier power hitters. I believe he's now their home run king for the Griffins. 16 bombs this past spring did it for him. He grabs it right back up the middle. Walton gets over to it quickly and delivers a strike to first. So one pitch seen and already one out.
Number 17, Seth Delgado.
As Crouch will be retired. And we go back to Seth Delgado. 1 for 2 as well. A single and a ground out to short. So far, Davey Demeter, the lone Saber Dog with multi-hits and the lone hitter in this game, with multiple base knocks as Delgado watches that pitch high and inside, ball 1. Schreiber with the submarine angle and relying on a lot of movement. Delgado rips this one down the line to deep left. That's going to be extra bases. Rounding first, heading to second, a one-hopper to left field. A smash double for Seth Delgado. Got one hung over the heart of the plate, and he made him pay. That double to deep left will bring up Dustin Mertz. 0 for 2, reaching once on an error. And he could once again add to this 5-0 lead. Schreiber looking to settle back in. He'll work from the stretch. As he's only been pitching out of the stretch, one down. That pitch just breaks below the knees, ball 1. So again, the 10-run rule in effect for all Expedition League games this year at 9-inning contests. Won't be affected at the 7-inning mark for any 7-inning games, any doubleheaders. And as well as no pitcher shall appear in a game as the pitcher for 3 consecutive days, regardless of the pitch counts. Really trying to preserve the arms in this league. The 1-1 to Mertz, and that one crosses the outside part of the plate, taken for strike 2. The 2-time All-Conference for the NSAA, Mertz still looking for his first knock in the baby blue. 4th pitch of the at-bat, and he'll fend this one off. Could it stay in play? It will not. Going over towards the bleachers by first base, another foul. Schreiber looking to reset here. For the 1-2, and that one's outside for ball 2. 6th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hopefully the Saber Dogs able to keep working the pitches for Schreiber. Keep battling until he leaves one there for you to hit. One down. Here's the 2-2. Grounded towards third. It'll stay fair. And a nice throw from Kirkman across the diamond to put away Mertz for out number 2.
Number 10,
A nice, clean backhanded field. And Kirkman delivers a strike to Lee. Back to the top of the order we go. Luis Palayo stepping in for the 4th time tonight. Still the first official run for the Saber Dogs this year. Let's see if he can bring one home as this pitch grounded towards second. And no problem to put away Palayo, a hard 90, but not in time. For the Saber Dogs in the 6th, no runs on one hit from that Delgado double. And he'll be the lone runner left stranded on base. Top of the 7th coming up next. It's still Souris Valley 5, Red River 0 on ELTV.
And fittingly, a dog pile on top of the pitcher's mound in a sea of baby blue.
Welcome back to Corbett Field. Again, taking you around the ballpark for Souris Valley defensively. Jacob Wesselman already 6 complete, and he is still looking as efficient as ever. He's still pitching to Delgado. We got Monroe, Barlow, Demeter, and Crouch across the infield. And left to right, Muncie, Palayo, and Mertz. First pitch to Tanner Thompson, fouled straight back for strike 1. 0 for 2 thus far, and Jacob Wesselman. Good point by my right-hand man here, Justin Levy. Stranger 2. Efficient, precise, and he has the stamina to go the distance. We'll see if he can do it here tonight. No action in the bullpen so far for Souris Valley as that pitch missing outside. Ball 1, 1-2 count now. To Tanner Thompson, the Minnesota State of Mankato Maverick. Just a freshman, and that is a stacked program, so be interesting to see how he will progress. Crisp fastball inside, rides the chalk for ball 2. Thompson holds off. Wesselman quickly back on the rubber. And in the windup, grounded softly back to Wesselman, and he'll have no problem getting that one to Monroe for out number 1. So once again, you can be with us again tomorrow night. First pitch at 6:35 from Corbett Field. Saturday night game, believe 5:35 for Sunday. And back to 6:35 for Monday as well. Saber Dogs sporting one of the 4 combos of uniforms here tonight, debuting the 2022 season in their classic baby blues, the same uniforms they won the 2021 Expedition League title in. Chopper to Demeter at short, no problem. And on the first pitch of the at-bat, Simon retired on a 6-3 putout. And now stepping in 0 for 2, Jason Willers, the cleanup man for Red River. Taken out of Sioux City, Iowa. Simon taking his time back to the dugout. Directly in front of the corners of the grandstands. Kind of hard to explain. Not much covering. They lead directly to the clubhouse, but you know what? I lead to a lot of interactive activity with the game. That pitch taken for a strike. 2 away here, nobody on base. Wesselman has just not allowed much success for the Pilots here tonight in their very first game of existence. And that pitch swung on and fouled. Count stays 0-2. And this could be the 6th time tonight Jacob Wesselman has retired the side in order. But this pitch is hit nicely deep to left field down the line. It is just foul. The home plate umpire You can see him just in front of home plate. He tried to see that one calculated and just, unfortunately for Willers, tailed to the left of the left field foul line. A very long strike. An extra base hit like that to deep left off Wesselman, that could have added much needed momentum offensively for these Red River Pilots. Wesselman from the wind and the pitch. Fastball fouled the other way. And after this 4-game series, Souris Valley will be making that 200-mile trip to Grand Forks. Just over 3 hours down the road of Route 2. And this pitch fouled straight back. Another battle here between the cleanup man Willers and Wesselman. Pierre Trappers and North Iowa Raging Roosters still duking it out in Pierre tonight. And a score update as of 13 minutes ago, the Trappers leading the Roosters 6-0. So a solid start to the year for the Trappers should they hold on to what would be their second win of the season. Sixth pitch of the at-bat on the way. Wesselman still ahead 0-2, and another foul ball. Willers just refusing to give in. Now, we said he's efficient, still waiting for that first ball of the at-bat. If anybody would have scouted Wesselman, all you got to say is get ready to hit. But here it is, this pitch driven to left field, and Muncie with the range to track it down on a well-hit line drive for the 6th time tonight. It'll be a 1-2-3 inning for Jacob Wesselman. Tremendous efficiency on the mound for Briar Cliff's finest. And heading into the 7th inning stretch, we'll take a break here. Souris Valley still leads Red River 5-0. Let's see if the Saber Dogs can finally, for the first time in 3 innings, add to that lead. More baseball coming up on ELTV. Back out live at Corbett Field. Bottom of the 7th, Greg Schreiber entering his 3rd inning of action here on the mound for the Pilots. And he's got 2 through 4 to lead off here in the 7th. As Demeter, 2 for 3 thus far, a pair of doubles, and also reaching on a fielder's choice. Let's see if Demeter can be the one to finally, with the sea shanty playing throughout Corbett Field, gets momentum with the sticks again. That pitch just missing low for ball 1. Not a bad frame there from Willers. But ump doesn't budge. Schreiber still working out of the stretch with nobody on, nobody out. Second pitch of the at-bat. Demeter dodges another pitch here tonight. Could have already been plunked 2 times tonight, but this is a guy that I think wants to just hit. The success at BCSU could validate that, and just gets the cap of the bat on that one. On a 2-0 pitch, Schreiber offers just the pitch to get Demeter to foul one off. 2 balls, 1 strike to the first batter here in the bottom of the 7th. 4th on the way, and Demeter just holds off on what looked like the same pitch before. So again, Schreiber with that submarine delivery. Doesn't look like he's going to blow it by many guys, but his off speed and the movement on his pitches definitely going to do some success for him as Walton gets a line drive on a 1-hop right to him. And the bats again just turn slightly colder and colder. Demeter now with the first out this inning on a 6-3 putout. And here's Ben Newbert, 1 for 3. Of course, that big 3 RBI homer in the first, but a pair of strikeouts since then. Let's see if he can get more success on Schreiber. That pitch, fastball on the outer half, taken, strike 1. And that pitch outside for ball 1. Now, Coach Kieran finding some of these standouts at the D2 level in many offensive stats. Ben Newbert, one of them, 22 home runs at Bloomberg University, plus Spencer Bramwell, not here yet at Colorado Mesa. But that'll be another batter that we're looking very forward to seeing play. A few D1 players still waiting to arrive as well. Raj Anu out of the University of Kentucky, plus Reed Chumley from Houston Baptist. As a grounder hit sharply to Kirkman at third. Another tremendous play there by Kirkman. 5-3 to put away Newbert. Sharply hit grounder on the knees, just shuffles over to it. And take away the 3 errors by the Pilots. They have been making some nice plays in the field here tonight. So the 2-3 batters for Souris Valley get retired in order. To bring up the cleanup man, Jake Barlow. 1 for 3 thus far, an RBI triple to his name. First pitch to Barlow. Big swing and a miss. Might have just got a piece of it as it races towards the backstop. Strike 1. Jake Barlow, an all-conference mention this year out of Delta State, pops this one up on the second pitch of the at-bat into shallow right center. Could be a Bermuda Triangle, but indeed no problem. That pop-out to retire Barlow. And Schreiber, very effective in relief. He is yet to yield a run from these Souris Valley Saber Dogs. Another 1-2-3 inning. So with that, we have played 7 complete here from Corbett Field. What started as an exciting game starting to speed up a little bit. Yet to see a run since the bottom of the 3rd. Top of the 8th will be coming up next. It's still Souris Valley 5, Red River 0 on ELTV. Welcome back to Corbett Field. Sun's starting to set here. Still a 5-0 lead for your Souris Valley Saber Dogs on a mission for the first time in Expedition League history to win back-to-back titles. First pitch to the pinch hitter, Joey Hayden. Swung on and fouled. towards the first base side. Wesselman still going strong here. Not much of a rest there, but hey, he doesn't need much of a rest at all. Blows the heater by Hayden, swung on and missed for strike 2, who quickly finds himself behind 0-2 in the count. Wesselman wasting little time here. And that pitch just missing. Perhaps low. And we got 1-2 here. Wesselman from the wind again. This pitch well outside. Even the count up 2-2. Still a pair of blue jerseys in the Souris Valley bullpen. No one getting warmed up just yet. So we'll see if we could see a complete game out of Wesselman here tonight as this pitch skips in the dirt. What started out 0-2 quickly works to full count. And the payoff pitch on the way. To Hayden. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 and out number 1 for Wesselman.
Up next for the Pilots, number 9, Isaac Becker.
Feel free to link us up. Link up with us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Give us a shout out where you're listening to your Saber Dogs from. Also be sure to share our broadcasting link with the family, friends, the whole gang to cheer on your Saber Dogs. That pitch misses low to Isaac Becker, ball 1. And that pitch, fastball in the black, taken for a strike. And with the 0-2, that swung on and missed. Finally, that fastball upstairs.
Next up for the Pilots, number 2, Aaron Herman.
And Becker comes up empty-handed. 2 away here for the Pilots in the top of the 8th inning. And Jacob Wesselman just pitching tremendously here with what will be through 8. Chris Monroe on the first pitch of the at-bat. Easily catching a pop-out. So that's 8 complete for Jacob Wesselman. Saber Dogs, at least one more opportunity to put up some more damage at the plate. Wesselman, 74 strikes, 29 balls, yet to yield a run and just a pair of hits. We're going to see if he's going to close this thing out as we see another right-hander getting warm. More on that coming up as the Saber Dogs coming up to bat after this. It's still Souris Valley 5, Red River 0 on ELTV. Welcome back. Coming at you live on ELTV from Corbett Field. Mitch Kieran calling the action for you tonight. I want to take this time to thank Kobe and Steve for this great opportunity this summer to come up to the Magic City and call some great baseball. Got to give a special shout out to Kobe Brawl, really just working his tail off all week long to bring you baseball and all the operations that go into this club and this organization. Cody Muncie, our first batter here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Should Wesselman or someone to come in and get the close to close the door. And this could be the last time we're seeing the Saber Dogs hit tonight as Muncie ropes this one to second base. And no problem. That's a 4-3 putout for out number 1 on 2 pitches. We go back to Chris Monroe. 1 for 3 thus far. Singling back in the first, and that one up off the glove. Roped sharply down the line and off the leap. With how hard that was hit, I think you almost got to give him a double there. So Chris Monroe doubles to left.
Up next, number 7, Alex Crouch.
Can't really pin that one on Kirkman as he leaped out of his shoes just to graze the leather on that one. And now stepping in 0 for 3 with a runner in scoring position, Alex Crouch. If you can just get one pitch to drive here, then we can hear some more electricity here from these Corbett Field grandstands. This one down the line. They can't knock it down. Monroe rounds third, but he will stay there. Alex Crouch with a single just into right field. So already with one quick out recorded, back-to-back base hits were toughly contested for Chris Monroe and Alex Crouch. And we got runners at the corners here to bring back up Seth Delgado. Now one of 3 Saber Dogs with multiple hits here on opening day. With one away here, the pitch. He sits back on it. Hits it high into the night sky, and it just tails away from Lee out of play. Coach Kieran along third base. One heck of a spring this past season for Bismarck State College, so he will stay in North Dakota this summer. The reigning Mondac Conference Coach of the Year. Was the Region 13 Coach of the Year, just one game away from the JUCO World Series. Delgado skies this one to deep center field, a leaping catch. But that's how you get a job done with a runner on third, less than 2 outs. Just drive that ball deep. And Delgado with a sac fly to bring home Chris Monroe. So that now makes it a 6-0 contest. Souris Valley inching closer to win number 1 on the year. And with 2 down, Crouch at first. We got Dustin Mertz at the plate. Might have a chase just behind the grandstand. Look out. 0-1 here. Greg Schreiber, that's only the first run he's given up in relief. For Red River. Schreiber through 3 2/3. Only 1 strikeout, but that is just the first earned run given up. Only 3 hits as well. The starter, Santiago Gomez, striking out 5 hitters. Did have good pitches, but Souris Valley just came out of the gates hot. They found some success. They've just been inching more there. As Crouch drawing the throw from the catcher after that pitch to Mertz. And they're just trying to get him at first, getting closer and closer every time it feels like, but still safe. Willard sets up on the outer half, and Mertz will rope this one back up the middle and into right center. Kieran is going to wave Crouch around second. And a solid throw to third. Not in time, and the throw to second won't be in time either, and Mertz with a single to right, and on the throw, he will reach second. Great base running that time by Souris Valley. And just like that, with 2 down, we got 2 runners in scoring position. Runner on second and third. And we're going to see a quick visit here from head coach of the Pilots, Matty Hollum. Heading back to the top of the order, Luis Palayo. 1 for 4, 1 run scored. The All-American out of Science and Arts of Oklahoma. All you got to try to do here is just barrel one up. So the mound visit concludes here. And Palayo will step in looking for his second hit of the night. And with that, that could spell some more run damage for Souris Valley. Schreiber with the first pitch of the at-bat, outside, ball 1 taken. Palayo joined in Minot this summer by some teammates. One of them, relief pitcher Brett Laura, a former Oklahoma Sooner. And this one's ground up the middle, plenty of space out there. They're going to get to it in time, but Palayo easily beats the throw, and 2 runs are going to score. A 2 RBI infield single by Luis Palayo. Gotta love that, and just like that, 3 runs cross home plate in the bottom of this 8th inning for Souris Valley. 8-0, the Saber Dogs lead now. Been a lot of speculation, a lot of hype around the Dogs this summer. But this is a pretty solid opening night, if I could say so myself. So after the RBI single from Luis Palayo, we go back to Davey Demeter. Demeter 2 for 4 with a pair of runs scored as well. And that pitch now missing low and outside, ball 1. Also a handful of Vikings from Valley City State University on this team too in the starting lineup tonight. Demeter the batter, Mertz the 9-hole hitter. And this one hits sharply to right field. Demeter his 3rd knock of the day. And Palayo will easily reach third base. Also on the pitching side of things, you got Tyler Klinsky out of ECSU. That'll bring up Ben Newbert for his 5th at-bat tonight. 1 for 4, and there's a big swing and a miss. Just got a piece of it into the mitt. Newbert 1 for 4, 1 run scored, 3 runs batted in. On the very first pitch he's seen this summer, he made his name very well known. And here's the second. Just off the plate, but they're going to give it to Schreiber for strike 2. Who's trying to put away Newbert with more runners threatening. One stands just 90 feet away, 1 at first. Here's the 0-2, outside, ball 1. Pair of strikeouts following that home run, ground out to third. Newbert trying to just find that barrel again. 4th pitch to the at-bat, there's a nice swing. Stays alive as he chops it backwards foul. Got a big right-hander out in the bullpen, starting to at least get loose. A couple of men on hand tonight for Souris Valley. And that pitch taken just off the plate for ball 2. That one hasn't missed often tonight. And this pitch rolled right back up the middle. That's down in the gap, and Newbert's racing towards second. 1 run will score. Palayo from third, and they're going to say he is out at second. That ball fielded very nicely by the center fielder. And he got it in very nicely on that one. Newbert thrown out at second, but it's still an RBI single to score Pelayo. And we have plenty of run support here heading into this top of this ninth inning. More baseball coming up on ELTV as your Souris Valley Saber Dogs now lead the Red River Pilots 10-0. We'll be back in a moment.
And fittingly, a dog pile on top of the pitcher's mound in a sea of baby blue.
Welcome back to Corbett Field, and tip your ball caps to Jacob Wesselman. A tremendous night pitching will come to a close as the starting pitcher for the Souris Valley Saber Dogs will be relieved by Jordan Ewig. For Wesselman, through 8 complete, he only gave up a pair of base hits and struck out 10 Pilot batters. So Wesselman makes his name known, and we got a redshirt senior out of Fallbrook, California, Jordan Ewig, sporting his collegiate number 34 out of Rogers State. And we're going to see how Ewig does here as he offers up a first pitch strike taken to Jalen Lee. The big lumbering right-hander out of the windup. And this time swing and a miss for strike 2. Trying to close the door, and he's got plenty of cushion behind him with a 10-run lead as this one's roped right back up the middle. Smooth. Ewig just retrieves that grounder and gets it over to Monroe for out number 1. 1-3 to retire. Lee brings up the 9-hitter Alex Miller. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts to Wesselman. Just 2 more opportunities for these Pilots to chip away at a 10-run Souris Valley lead. Ewig now out of the stretch, and this one hit sharply down the right field line, just tails foul. So Ewig quickly getting strikes and getting the Pilots to swing at it, and there's a swing and a miss. A fastball in the black, strike 2. Wasting little time, he quickly resets in the stretch. Ewig with the 0-2, swung on and hit in the night sky to straightaway right. And Mertz will track it down for out number 2. 1 out away from this new-look Souris Valley team. Getting to 1-0 to start off the 2022 summer. Again, the mission has been clear. Try to make history for the first time in Expedition League history as back-to-back champions. And this grounder to Barlow should do it. And there's a 4-3 putout, and that is the ball game. Final score, your Souris Valley Saber Dogs win this one 10-0. Up and down offensively, but when the sticks were hot, they were 10-0. They lead this one. Ben Newbert, 4 runs batted in. Jacob Wesselman, 10 strikeouts. And Davey Demeter, 3 base hits. Surely we're going to be hearing from Coach Kieran and one of those 3 players coming up here in our post-game show in the First Western International Bank broadcasting booth here at Corbett Field. So don't go anywhere. We'll take a quick break here and then tell the tale of the first game of the 2022 Souris Valley Saber Dogs as they hang on to win 10-0 over the Red River Pilots. More on ELTV. Welcome back to Corbett Field, coming at you live for the post-game show on the First Western International Bank broadcasting booth, and we got the skipper up here, Michael Kieran. Now, Coach, how about that for an opening day? 10-0 win over the Red River Pilots.
Yeah, I mean, it started with the guy on the mound. Jake Wesselman was fantastic, could locate everything. He looked really, really good, and then obviously that bottom of the first just kind of set the tone. You know, Luis got us going with a single up the middle, and then Davey all night was doing really, really good things with the bat and the glove. You know, drove a double over the right fielder's head. Then Ben Newberg, who we knew had some juice, and with 3 pitches, 3 runs, Ben sends it over the dead center. Yeah, I mean, and their reliever was good. I mean, he was funky, mixed up well, and then we finally in the 8th inning, you know, got a number on him. So you can't complain. I mean, we did really, really well up and down the board. I'm really excited about this team in the upcoming week.
Absolutely. So now again, you mentioned that hot start, that hot finish. Hit a bit of a lull there from the 4th through the 8th inning, but again, that should really just be a testament to at any moment just how dangerous this offense can be. So definitely Demeter, Newbert, many guys performed out here tonight. But again, Jake Wesselman, Jordan Ewing came in, closed the door very nicely, and we're kind of deeming this the Route 2 rivalry. First 7 matchups of the season, it's Red River versus Souris Valley. So again, you know, I feel like you guys took care of business tonight. But you know, what are some more things we can expect from the Pilots, especially tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm sure they've got a deep staff, so I'm sure we'll see more of the same from them. You know, we'll give the ball to Thomas Gutierrez tomorrow, and he's a really good lefty arm. We're just going to keep changing it up on him right, left, and I think he's going to do a really nice job. He has really good command of multiple pitches like all our guys do, and he competes. You know, he's a winner. He's from a winning program like a lot of these guys. So, yeah, I think offensively, when we scored in bunches. I'd like to see us put up a little bit more runs and more frequently, but I can't complain. I mean, it was a damn near perfect game.
Absolutely. Well said, Coach. And once again, I want to thank you for your time and looking forward to what should be a great summer here at Corbett Field. Once again, thanks and congrats.
Yeah, it's awesome. Let's go Dogs.
All right, and also up here we got the man of the hour, the winning pitcher, Mr. Jacob Wesselman. Through 8 complete innings, 10 strikeouts. Now, Jacob, are you a little heartbroken that you couldn't get the CG here tonight?
No. We can get some other people some work here early in the year. Yeah, I just tried to keep them off balance and work ahead, and that kind of got me into some deep innings, and just went from there.
Absolutely. Now, you seem pretty confident heading into this one. You know, a lot of faith in the stuff that the fastball. You mixed up the pitches very well, and 7 of the 8 innings you threw tonight were retired in order. And striking out 10 batters. Definitely got to be feeling a little bit of confidence after that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I just try to keep them off balance, limit my walks. I don't think I had any walks tonight. Gave up the 2 singles, and then obviously 10 strikeouts. Kept my pitch count down and allowed me to go deep in the game.
Absolutely. Just a pair of hits as well. And you mentioned no walks. You've only given up 13, and I want to say just about 60-something innings. So if Red River had scouted you, you got to just be ready to hit against Mr. Jake Wesselman. So again, Jacob,
go Dogs.
All right, I love it. Jacob, thank you so much for joining us on the post-game show. And now we're going to be taking one final look down the lineups here for the Pilots. Once again, thanks to Coach Kieran and Jacob Wesselman, our winning pitcher here tonight, and perhaps could very well be player of the game. But we're going to start by taking a look at these Pilots' offensive numbers. For Jack Walton, he had 1 for 4 tonight with a strikeout and 0 for 3 performances. For Tanner Thompson, Joshua Simon as well as Jason Willers. Coming into the game, Hayden struck out as well. Isaac Becker going 0 for 3 with a pair of Ks. Kirkman, 0 for 3 night for him as well. The original Alex Miller, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. So at the dish tonight, Luis Palayo, very effective leadoff hitter, 2 for 5 at the plate with 2 runs batted in and 2 runs scored. Davey Demeter, welcome to Minot. That is a fantastic debut into Baby Blue. 3 for 5 with batted in on the long ball from the first. And 1 run score. Should also have 1 more RBI. Well, Jake Barlow tonight 1 for 4, 1 run batted in and 1 run scored and a triple. Cody Monroe, a multi-hit game for him, 2 for 4, 1 run scored. Alex Crouch, 1 base knock and 4 at-bats. Seth Delgado, 2 for 3. Very nice night for him. And for Dustin Mertz, 1 for 4 and 1 run scored. Jacob Wesselman, 8 innings pitched, 25 batters faced, fanning 10, and just giving up 2 hits. And Jordan Ewood coming in to slam the door shut on a 10-0 victory. 3 hitters faced, retired in order. So once again, your final score, Souris Valley 10, Red River nothing. And we will have this exact same matchup tomorrow night at 6:35 on ELTV and the Souris Valley Saber Dogs YouTube page. I want to thank my right-hand man, Justin Levy. It's going to be very fun working with you all summer long. To my left, Jacob Fletcher, tremendous job in PA, music, as well as scoreboard. And got to come out to Corbett Field. Our very own Kobe Brault. I don't know. I can't begin to explain how much that guy is doing for this organization, but much respect here from myself. Also, be sure to catch Ty Barrett and Drew Fiedler and all the innovative things they're going to be bringing to the Saber Dogs behind the scene as well. Well, for all of our fellow interns and GMs, I'm Mitch Kieran signing off here tonight from Corbett Field. Once again, your final score, 10-0. Souris Valley takes the first in the Route 2 rivalry over Red River. Good night, and thanks for tuning in.